Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it like we were evolved to do. The Swiss chard. Is this native to Switzerland? Has it been in your ancestors' diet? For how long has it been in your ancestors' diets? We're going over the history in this video. So Swiss chard is believed to have originated in the Mediterranean region, but not the coastal areas of ancient Rome or Greece like many of the other leafy greens and herbs. Swiss chard is specifically believed to originate on the border regions of modern-day Italy and Switzerland, most likely due to it breeding of a close relative, the wild ancestor of the Swiss chard, which is called the sea beet, which grows along the coastlines in the Mediterranean. But at some point, they must have interbred them and carried them up to the mountains in Switzerland somewhere, and then we get Swiss chard. Ancient Greek and Roman texts from a little more than 2,000 years ago are the first to mention a leafy green vegetable resembling Swiss chard, so we think that's what it's referring to, but we can't be sure. Swiss chard gained even more popularity much later on in time in the Renaissance era in Europe, especially in the Mediterranean regions. It became a staple in Mediterranean cuisine and was commonly grown in home gardens at the time, and this is about 400, 500, 600 years ago. Its leaves and vibrant colors made it an attractive addition to ornamental gardens as well, like in royal courts, things like that. We first started calling it Swiss chard around the Renaissance era, not because it was most prominent in Switzerland at the time, but it was because of the Swiss botanists who played a significant role in categorizing and studying the plant, and the name was used to distinguish it from other varieties of the chard, but it became the most popular later on in time, so that's why it's commonly referred to as the Swiss chard. Today it can be found in supermarkets all around the world, year-round, but growing naturally, it has a pretty specific growing season like many of the other leafy greens. It's commonly planted and cultivated during the spring. Spring planting for Swiss chard usually occurs a few weeks before the last expected frost date, and then, depending on the place and climate, it can be harvested and be in top season from the late spring to the early summer. But Swiss chard is also well suited for fall cultivation, usually around 6 to 8 weeks before the first expected frost. And in some places, with mild winters, Swiss chard can actually be grown throughout the winter season as well, making it a pretty versatile plant to grow. So like I said, it can be found anywhere in the world now, and it's a popular ingredient to salads all over the place, but let us know. Do you guys have it in any of your ancestral recipes? Where are you all from? Do you like this leafy green? It's a bit of a rare one, or do you eat some of the other leafy greens we're covering this week? Let us know in the comments.